Go.
Early childhood candidates, so happy to be back with you. You are wise, you are capable, you are professional, you are intellectuals. Let's crush this rubric so we can move on to the final rubric. So close, one step away. All right, here we go. Prompt 4B, rubric 9, connected, like Velcro, all right? This is the spot that the scorer will be looking for to provide evidence that you have taken care of the requirements of this particular rubric, looking for a score at 3 or above. In order to achieve that score, let's engage with the prompt. Explain how you made interdisciplinary connections in ways that deepen children's development of language and literacy. So the key element here are these interdisciplinary connections. If we take a look at the Understanding Rubric Progressions document, they give an example. The student teacher's learning experience is on rhyming, and the candidate tells the children in the clip they're going to find rhymes for words that relate to science concepts they just learned about. As a group, they first review the words, and the children are asked to raise their hands when they hear a rhyme from their science lesson. The commentary response provides the context of the past science lesson and how it relates to the current learning experience, and will promote the development of language and literacy in the current segment. So the key pieces here. 1, the candidate, the student teacher, looked at their video and found an example of the teaching of language and literacy within their NTPA lessons that connected to an interdisciplinary piece. In this case, a science lesson that had occurred previously. So in their teaching, the student teacher connected this previous science lesson with the current lesson on rhyming words, the development of language and literacy. So what you'll want to make clear in your response is both bringing that evidence in and then giving that context to the score. The scorer being able to see that it was interdisciplinary because the student teacher clearly indicated that the science words that were rhymed were A, science words, and B, had come from a previous lesson that the students had engaged in. So once again, the key elements to be looking for. 1, that from your video clip, you have evidence of an interdisciplinary connection that helps to deepen children's development of language and literacy. The second is that you provide the necessary context so that the scorer can see that it is something that is interdisciplinary. So interdisciplinary can include concepts from outside language and literacy, such as math, science, or social studies. It can also include language and literacy concepts that are outside of the central focus of the learning segment. So realizing that interdisciplinary could be outside of the discipline of language and literacy, so science, social studies, or math, or it could also be language and literacy that's outside of the central focus of the lesson you're teaching. Keep typing on. We'll see you soon for Rubric 10 and Prompt 5.